What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Paranormal Rush Hour. I'm your host, Ryan Rush, and I've got some more paranormal for you guys today. Before I get started with that, I want to take a second and thank all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate all of you guys who have started watching me recently, and all of you who have been watching me. I appreciate that so much. I'll always say it, but you guys really have no idea how much motivation it gives me to just know that all of you are watching. I really appreciate it more than I can say. So, with that being said, we'll get to this. Before I get into it, I want to say that he mentions, or they, whoever this is, they're anonymous, they mentioned the Boogeyman. Okay, I don't think many people know where the Boogeyman thing originated, so I was going to tell you guys about that real quick. Back in the day, and I'm not 100% sure of where, but I want to say it was around Indonesia, there was a tribe of people called the Bugis people. These were indigenous people to the islands there, and it's pretty crazy because, even pirates and stuff, but merchant sailors mostly would go to those islands, and make berth. And when they were there, when they were in port, they would always say before they went to sleep, they would always tell each other, keep one eye open, watch out for the Bugis man, because the Bugis people would come up onto the ship. They would board the ship at night while they were supposed to be asleep, and they would oftentimes rob the sailors and probably murder them too. But that's where that came from, and it just ended up spawning into the Boogeyman. So the Bugis man is what it originated as, and that's because of the Bugis people robbing sailors way back in the day. So that's just a little trivia for you guys there on the Boogeyman. Anyway, here's the email. We'll go ahead and get to it. Hey there, Ryan. I had a terrifying experience tonight or last night, depending on when you get this. Oh, that's right. This is a pretty fresh one too. This is recent. Like I got this yesterday, so it was the night before last when this happened. So it's not an archived encounter or experience. Anyway, I'll start over. I had a terrifying experience tonight or last night, depending on when you get this. I had to write to you and tell you about it right after it happened. Try to visualize what I'm saying to get the full effect. I was sitting in my house watching TV late last night, around 1 a.m., and I start hearing something on my deck, which is right outside the double doors that are on the end of my living room. It sounded like somebody walking around a little bit, just taking a step here and there. I know this because there is one spot that creaks when you step on it. So I got up to go check it out. My doors have a full-length window on them with blinds that cover the entire length. So I went to the door and moved the blinds over with my hand to peek out and see if I could see what was making the noise. I looked for a few seconds and did not see anything. So I stood there and waited for a few more to see if I heard it again, but there was nothing. I got to sit back down, and about 2 minutes later I hear it again. I get back up and walk over to the doors again. I moved the blinds and put my face up to the glass to try to get the best view of the whole deck. And I started to look around. At first I did not see anything. Then I hear the creaking board again. And all of a sudden, a scary as hell looking white face darts out of the dark and straight up to the glass really fast. It was right in front of me with nothing but a thin window separating us. I don't know what this thing was, but it scared the bejesus out of me. I took off from that door and grabbed my gun and sat awake at my kitchen table the rest of the night. I even had my brother come stay with me the next night. The only light I had was what was being given off from my TV and a dim lamp beside the chair. But this thing got so close I could see it for a split second. I could see it all for the split second I was there. It was white with darkened places around where the eyes were, like it had not slept in a year, but I did not clearly see any eyes. And dark, but almost a purplish, bruise-colored lips as far as I could tell. I was so scared, and I'm not the least bit ashamed to admit it because anyone would have been. I don't care who you are. I attempted to find a picture that matched what it was, so I'll send you the one that was closest to what I saw to give you a visual idea. Ryan, if you or anyone knows what this was, please tell me. As of now, I'm assuming it was the Boogeyman. I can tell you that I like to watch and listen to you talk about this kind of stuff a lot more than I like to see it myself. Thanks, man. A scared subscriber. That's how they identified themselves. Okay, that was wild. You know, and I think about stuff like this too sometimes when I'm looking out a window and there's dark, you know, it's nighttime and there's nothing but darkness. And I look, you know, like I'll be peering out the window or something and I'll think, what if something just came flying up right at me or something right now? That kind of stuff freaks me out. Those jump scare kind of things, you know. And with movies and stuff being all about that these days, who knows? But that is freaky. And I wouldn't want to see that. Personally, that's one of those things that I can totally go without seeing. But if anyone knows anything about it, let me know. And I'll be putting the image on the end of the video so you guys can see it. He said this was the closest thing he could find to what he saw. So, and it's freaky. I'm not going to lie. So, you know, if you have kids and stuff, don't let this be a surprise. Okay, just know that it's kind of freaky if you don't want them having nightmares, and if they're, you know, prone to do that, then you might not want them to see the rest of the video past this point. Anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. I really, really do. And I'll be back with you guys really soon. I've got a guy actually that contacted me after my CE5 video that I did, episode that I did a few days ago, and he actually went to a CE5 event with Dr. Greer for like a week, and I'm going to get him to come on and tell about that. So that should be really interesting. I'm excited about that. So I'll keep you guys posted on it. We're setting up a time now, or trying to work out a time to do it. So that's that. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. Leave me comments. And again, please subscribe if you haven't. I would appreciate it so much. And I guess that's about it. So until next time, everybody, please stay safe and take care. And I'll see you guys later.